Hi everyone, my name is Ayona and I'm doing this video for the sharing of my experience as a manifestor in her deconditioning process with human design and also with entheogenics. So it's been until now almost 4 years and I started the experiment with human design, and I also started my healing journey with plant medicine. Meanwhile, you can find some of my writings in the blog. I will put the link in this video where you can go and read more there, more in depth, the way I share my process and how it's for me as an emotional manifestor with a 4-6 profile, and going through different phases of my life and how I'm using everything I've learned in these years to also assist and facilitate the same process for other people. So today I wanted to share about the difference that I see in my life between the first phase, which is from birth to around the Saturn return, and the second phase that I am now. I am on the roof phase, and what is the difference and how human design has helped me to accept these changing phases with more peacefulness as a manifestor and with more acceptance. So I went through my Saturn return 5 years ago. I was 30 years old, now I'm 36. But the real change and the intensive change started for me at the time of being 31, 32. I remember I went through some difficult emotional things, and at the same time I experienced something that at that time I thought it was a heart attack, and later I learned that it was just my body reprogramming itself and restarting itself as a unconscious sixth line in human design. So it has been quite intensive, so I don't know how it is for others. I know as a manifestor I see my process really intensive. I remember up until to my Saturn return around 32 years old, I remember I was my type and my energy was all over the place. I would start a lot of things and I would never finish them. I would engage my energy in everywhere. I was very experimental, and I have had many experiences also with professions, with jobs, with startups, and also with organization, with cultural events. I have been in so many fields in my first 30 years of my life. I have been in so many fields, and I am actually a bit surprised that in my curriculum I had a lot of jobs, and people would ask, how could you have so many experiences? And they were almost like 1 year, 6 months. And yet people gave me always a new possibility, like they were like, okay, you can now continue with this field. And I was a little bit surprised with that. I guess that's my profile for conscious. Probably that helps to create that helps to create trust. Okay, so in that moment when I was 31, I was seeing my life going, and I was seeing it how it was causing burnout in my body. I actually was totally fried out. I was like, my nervous system, my body, my emotional well-being was totally overwhelmed, and I was so burnout. And I remember in that time it took me almost 1 year of total disconnection from everything and almost everyone, and I had almost 1 year of staying and doing nothing, almost like just staying in my room. Luckily I could at that time. My family was supporting me, sustaining me, I remember staying alone and just sleeping for months and months and months. Of course, I thought I was in depression. It was kind of a depression actually. uh, there was a lot of repressed things in me and a lot of unprocessed situations that had happened in my life, a lot of experiences, and my body just said, stop, this is it, now you have to stop from everything. And that's what happened. And then a few months later, I had an event where I felt like I had a heart attack. I was walking alone in the woods and I dropped on the floor and I could not walk. I was sweating like I was sweating. I was totally with dropping sweat from my body. It was so much. And after almost 1 hour, I could get up and go home. And I was totally alone in that wood. I thought I was going to die. And after that event, my heart was almost for 1 year beating in a non-regular rhythm. And after that, it went back to normal. So for me in that moment, I didn't know about human design yet, and I thought I had an emotional pain and I had to take care of it, and I knew I had a lot of healing to do, and I did that, and I thought I healed that. Probably it helped for the transition to go from a third line, unconscious third line, to a sixth line. Yet later on I learned that actually that was my body going through the change that it goes when you go through the Saturn return, and it went in my body because I am a 4/6, and you know I have the 2551 channel in red in my body graph, and I think that is a key point for me as a human here on earth. It's a key point, and many things are happening because of that channel. And after that I decided to continue my healing journey, and in that I met human design and then plant medicine, and since then I have been doing the experiment and I have been deconditioning my body with plant medicine, and I will share more about that in the videos to come. See you.